Heaven, for fuck's sakes. Ashley, don't look at him, look at me. Ashley! Look at me.
The boys, the boys, the boys. Guys, we are officially staring down the barrel of the end. There are only 3 episodes left of the bloodiest, craziest, most unapologetic show on television, and I am legitimately sweating just thinking about it. Crafting a perfect TV finale is basically walking a tightrope over a volcano. Are we about to get a flawless, Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul style ending, where every single loose thread gets tied up beautifully? Or are we heading for a messy, Game of Thrones level disaster, where fan expectations completely crash into weird creative choices, and everyone is screaming at their TVs? After that last episode, I know a lot of us in the fandom are feeling a little anxious. It felt like we took a massive collective deep breath. In a lot of ways, it feels like we are holding the exact same amount of crucial information that we had at the very end of Season 4. The chess pieces moved, but the board still looks the same. But listen to me, historically, The Boys does this on purpose. Eric Kripke loves to give us a quiet, dialogue-heavy episode right before they absolutely blow the roof off the building. Think back to the build-up before Herogasm. They lull you into a false sense of security, and then, bam. And Episode 6? The board is meticulously set. Something massive is about to happen with Homelander that could permanently change the global power dynamic. A certain sea creature-loving soup is about to get what's coming to him, and our hearts are about to be broken into a million tiny pieces. Let's break down exactly what is about to go down in the final hours of this show. And guys, consider this your official, final spoiler warning. Okay, so let's talk about the giant, glowing, radioactive elephant in the room, the desperate race for the V1 compound. Everything revolves around this. You have Soldier Boy, a completely unhinged Homelander, and Billy Butcher, who is literally running on fumes and sheer willpower, all racing to find one specific guy, Bombsight. Now, we don't know a ton about Bombsight yet, which actually makes his introduction both super exciting and absolutely terrifying. But just think about that superhero name for a second. Bombsight. He's probably not throwing party balloons at people, right? We know he is a living relic from the old days, the golden, blood-stained Vought Rising era. He and Soldier Boy go way, way back. And the craziest part? He is one of the only soups alive on the planet who actually has the pure, unadulterated original V1 running successfully through his veins. Which makes you wonder, is he gonna be just as much of an arrogant, toxic jerk as Soldier Boy? I mean, knowing you are basically immortal and virtually untouchable for decades probably doesn't make you a super empathetic guy. It warps your humanity. Is he going to have a localized trigger, like Victoria Newman popping heads? Or are we talking about a guy who can level an entire city block with a kinetic blast? Here is exactly how I see this playing out. Bombsight is not going to just hand over the V1 politely because someone knocks on his door and asks nicely. He knows he's a walking weapon of mass destruction. We are heading straight for a massive 3-way Mexican standoff. Homelander, Soldier Boy, and Butcher, all converging on Bombsight's location at the exact same time. We desperately need a huge, beautifully choreographed, high-stakes fight scene right now, and this is going to be it. Butcher needs that V1 to save Kimiko and Starlight from the soup-killing virus. He needs to keep his desperate promise to Huey. But what happens if Butcher fails? What happens if Homelander gets his bloody gloves on it first? That brings me to the absolute scariest part of the Episode 6 trailer. Did you catch this shot in the trailer? Homelander looking up at the night sky, letting out this visceral scream, and blasting his lasers at full power. Guys, look at his body language. That doesn't look like his normal temper tantrums. That doesn't look like calculated intimidation. That looks like sheer, agonizing physical pain. What if this is the exact moment he injects the V1? What if his body is violently reacting to the original compound binding to his DNA? Think about the implications here. If Homelander gets that V1 into his system, the soup-killing virus that everyone has been fighting and dying over, it becomes completely useless. He wouldn't just be the strongest superhero anymore. He would transcend. He would become a literal, unkillable god. And remember, the seal is already broken, with Firecracker's brutal death at the end of Episode 5. Homelander's leash is completely off. The anchor holding him to any kind of PR-friendly restraint is gone. He is ready to turn his cult followers, the Democratic Church of America, into his own personal weaponized army. Remember a couple of episodes back when he told Soldier Boy that a reckoning was coming? Yeah, the reckoning isn't a threat anymore. It's an active promise. If he takes that V1, his mind is going to shatter into a whole new level of insanity. Psychologically, Homelander has spent this entire season terrified. He has been staring his own mortality in the face because of that virus. It's the first time he's ever felt human fear. If you take away that fear by making him immortal, he is going to be more reckless and undisciplined than we have ever seen. It will be pure, unrestrained wrath. You either worship at his feet, or you die. No PR spin. No mercy. Which means anyone standing in his immediate vicinity, Sister Sage, Ashley, the new Black Noir, better realize they are standing next to a ticking nuclear bomb and start running, fast. Taking a quick step back from the whole end-of-the-world God Emperor Homelander thing, we have to talk about the human core of the show. Because my heart is actively breaking for Frenchie and Kimiko. This has been one of the most painful subplots of the season. They are so desperately soul-deep in love with each other, that they are just completely broken. They want two entirely different futures. Frenchie is chained to his trauma. Between his dark past, his addictions, and the horrific things he's done for Butcher, he genuinely believes he only deserves pain. He doesn't know how to exist without punishment. But Kimiko? She is fighting tooth and nail to reclaim her humanity. She just wants a chosen family and a quiet place to put down her weapons. Did you see that scene in the last episode? The writing was just brilliant. Frenchie tries to make this massive domestic effort by cooking her a romantic steak dinner and baking a chocolate cake. But the cake is totally burned. And later, Kimiko admits to Starlight in a really vulnerable moment that she doesn't even like the way Frenchie cooks her steak. She just forces it down because she loves him and doesn't want to hurt his feelings. Guys, it is the perfect tragic metaphor for their relationship. They are trying so hard to play house, but they are speaking two completely different emotional languages. It's just burnt cake. The tension is at a boiling point. With only 3 episodes left, I think episode 6 is going to give us an official, gut-wrenching breakup. And the worst part? It's going to happen right before the final battle, which means they are going to go into a life-or-death situation with fresh heartbreak. I am calling it now. One of them is going to take a bullet or risk their life to save the other, proving that even if they can't be together, their love is intact. Bring your tissues. Seriously, it's gonna be rough. Okay, wipe your tears, take a breath, because we have to talk about the biggest, most irredeemable idiot on television, the Deep. I know some people think his corporate Vought subplot is a little distracting, but it serves a very specific purpose. Look at A-Train. A-Train had this amazing, painful, compelling redemption arc where he realized he was the bad guy, sacrificed his safety, and actually changed. The Deep is the exact opposite. He is showing us why some people are just a lost cause. He has learned absolutely nothing in 5 years. He is still committing atrocities for a pat on the head from Homelander. He is the exact same toxic, insecure, pathetic bully we met in Season 1, Episode 1. And right now, he's been treating the new narcoleptic Black Noir like total garbage just because of company hierarchy. He throws his weight around like a schoolyard bully. But this new Noir, he is an actor, he's volatile, and he is going to snap. I am calling it right now. There is a super quick suspicious shot in the trailer where the Deep is covered in something completely gross and horrifying. Knowing how messed up this show's sense of dark comedy is, Noir is going to retaliate by going after the one and only thing the Deep actually loves, his aquatic friends. Hide the goldfish, guys. Lock up the aquariums. We might be getting another traumatic Timothy the Octopus-style tragedy, and honestly, the Deep absolutely deserves it. But while the Deep is playing petty games, the smartest person in the room is slowly closing her trap. Sister Sage. Her grand design is terrifying. She doesn't just want corporate power or money, she wants a total societal reset. She is trying to orchestrate an all-out bloody war between Supes and humanity, so she can just sit back and watch the flawed systems of the world burn to ash. She's playing 4D chess while everyone else is playing checkers. But she has one giant volatile wildcard in her perfectly calculated plan, Soldier Boy. She desperately needs to know if Soldier Boy is actually going to be loyal to Homelander. And as the audience, we don't even know. Soldier Boy spends all day mocking Homelander, insulting his fragile masculinity, and taking baths in whole milk. It's the most toxic, weird father-son relationship ever built on mutual resentment. So what is Sage going to do? She's going to use Ashley. Poor, deeply stressed out Ashley, who just happens to have newfound mind-reading abilities. Sage is going to force Ashley to peek inside Soldier Boy's highly dangerous PTSD-riddled mind to see what his true intentions are. And if Soldier Boy catches Ashley inside his head, yeah, that's going to be a brutally violent end for Vought's former CEO. Here is my biggest, craziest prediction for how this all ties together. Homelander takes the V1. He becomes an immortal god. That deep-seated inferiority complex he has around Soldier Boy vanishes instantly. His ego inflates to world-ending proportions, and he starts wiping people out just for the pure, undisciplined thrill of it. And that reckless lack of control? That is the exact thing that will push the old-school, militaristic Soldier Boy over the edge. I think Soldier Boy is going to look at his son, feel completely disgusted by his lack of discipline, violently switch sides, and finally team up with Butcher to take Homelander down. Guys, the clock is ticking so loud I can hear it in my sleep. Episode 6 isn't just another episode, it is going to be the fuse that lights the final apocalyptic explosion of this series. But I want to know exactly what you think is going to happen. Is Butcher going to get to the V1 compound first? Or is Homelander about to become completely, literally unkillable? Does Bombsight survive the episode? Between Frenchie, Kimiko, and Ashley, who do you think is not making it out of this week alive? Drop your craziest, wildest, most unhinged theories down in the comments right now, because I am going to be hanging out down there reading all of them. Make sure you smash that like button if you enjoyed the video, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss our massive finale breakdown. And I will see you guys in the next one.